Welcome to the Driven Agenda podcast, where raw journeys drive ambition and reveal the fuel behind people's success. I'm Shannon Sagan, a personal injury lawyer, entrepreneur, and founder of the Dashcam Lawyer. This podcast is all about being driven, focused, motivated, and determined to reach your goals and setting an agenda that pushes you forward. We bring you insights from top players in business, sports, real estate, investing, health, and more. Here, we dive into what it really takes to thrive with candid conversations that cut through the noise and get to the heart of people's success. All right, we're live. It's the Driven Agenda podcast. We are back in the studio. Got some cool guests. They have developed an online dating app, and there's some different features that it has than the ones that many people are probably used to seeing. First off, Alexa and Jessica.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Alexa,
Good.
I know in the personal injury world, blah, blah.
Enough about that.
We've known each other at least a good 10 years or so, right?
I've been doing it for about a decade, so yeah.
So we know each other from events and lunches and marketing and done some business together.
Yep.
But we're not here to talk about that. I want to get into it with them about this whole dating app. On-scene dating,
Yes.
right?
On-scene app. Yep.
First off, what is your background and what is your background?
Go for it.
My background is real estate.
Okay.
So I moved here and started doing real estate back in 2007.
Okay.
So I'm still doing that.
Personal injury marketing. I've been doing that for about a decade. Prior to that, I was doing newspaper advertisement sales, and before that, I was in personal training. I've had some caveats over the past 8 years working with the Matthew Hussey Retreat. He is the world's leading online dating coach, and I like to think that a lot of this app was inspired by things that I've learned through his retreats. So
That's what I wanted to ask. So how do you two, first off, get together to be partners? Who comes up with the idea? How did this even come about?
Good question.
We've been friends since I moved here. I've lived in this coast for about 12 years now, and I met Jess early on and became instant friends. This was an idea that I've just had in general from going out and about and like trying to meet people and so forth. And we were out one night a few years ago. It was a group of girls, and we were all dressed up, and we went to a bar, and it was just us group of girls that were at the bar, and there was no single men, no eligible bachelors, and we had no idea where to go.
That's surprising.
And no people in general, really.
Yeah,
Place
just
was
no
pretty
energy.
sparse.
So I
energy.
said, I've always had this idea of an app where you could just check in and you know where to go to find people your age group, find people who are like-minded.
Other
And-
singles.
Yeah. And she looks at me and she says, stop talking about it. You should do that.
Well, she said that she'd been telling people for years, and they haven't
I was hoping
developed it
somebody
yet.
would do it.
And I was like, well, stop telling people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
And I was like, I don't know how to develop an app. And
And
she's
so
like,
neither
well,
do
I don't either, but we can learn. And
We could figure it out.
we shook on it right then and there and became partners. And that was 2 to 3 years ago. And it's been a labor of love ever since, producing it, developing it, designing it. And here we are.
Yeah.
Overthinking is people's Achilles heel. Overthinking and not doing it and just saying, I'm going to do it. And that's the problem and the difference between business owners and entrepreneurs, right? Like you just said, let's just do it and let's just figure it out, which a lot of entrepreneurs do too. Everyone kind of fakes it till they make it, right? But if you've got the idea and you're like, no, we're going to go and make this happen and you implement it, then you're taking the step that probably 90% of people won't do. I did that with my kickboxing company. I said the same thing. I can't believe no one's thought of this idea. I'm not that smart. And I just went and ran with it, and I had fun. I got to travel the world and sold the company, and it was a fun time.
Incredible.
But same thing, you take that risk, and you just go do it, and you figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, any money we've spent on it, we thought we've spent money on more ridiculous things.
That's true. We're
Might
going to
as
waste
well
money
invest.
anyway. We might as well waste it on something
I would
that
waste
might
more money on something stupid. So let's take that risk.
Yeah.
So when did this come about where you actually started, literally started the concept?
We kind of dragged our feet for a little bit.
Kinda.
And we still get some heat from our developer on that.
Yeah. When
Why
we
is
look
that?
through
Because
our
of
journals.
just busy?
Yeah, we have our
The
own
careers and-
jobs
yeah.
and travel and whatnot, and we're like, we're away right now. She gets back in a couple weeks, and, oh, now
Yeah.
I'm gone,
And let's be honest, we get together to work on the app and we'll spend hours talking about nonsense and just catching up on our social lives, our personal lives, work lives. And then all of a sudden it's like,
Oh,
we
wait,
should
we're here for business.
we should probably work on the app a little bit. And then it's,
we have
midnight.
such great personalities.
So much to talk about.
Yeah,
So much to
we have
talk
to
about.
catch up first.
So and it's taken a little bit longer. But I would say when we go through our notebooks of when we first started writing out ideas, it was, I know like March 2023 comes to mind.
Yeah.
When I remember seeing that date early on.
Yeah.
So probably early 2023 is when we finally sat down and started putting pen to paper to make it happen.
But I've always said it. I think that if you enjoy the journey, then that's important. And I feel like we've really been enjoying the journey.
You look
That's
like
true.
you have. Like I said
Yeah.
before we were talking, you guys get along, you joke around, you make fun of each other. That's a sign of like true friends.
100%.
It really is.
100%. I wouldn't want to do this without her at all.
Yeah.
So is there specific roles that each of you have, or
Oh,
is it just
100%.
kind of divvy? Tell me about it. Is like someone special, one of you has a specialty?
We have our nickname.
So, for ChatGPT, we kind of put in some of our personality and conversations, and it titled Jessica as the integrator, and I am the visionary. So I
Okay.
have a lot of ideas, and she's the one who
Puts
Tries
them
to
in,
implement
implement
them.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what every business needs. You
The
need
good yin and yang.
Yeah, the creative who
Yeah.
sometimes the creative isn't good at implementing or wanting to get it done. They just here's my idea. Can you somehow make it happen? And sometimes the implementers, the one that they're not creative, but they really know how to hustle and get things done. So
I try. We do.
She's the best
We
of both
do well.
worlds. She's very creative as well. So it's also a lot of research and development. We've both been
Yeah.
using dating apps for a handful plus of years. So, having that knowledge and knowing what the frustrations we've run into and
Yep.
our, friends
Yeah.
and family have run into, it's been helpful to be more creative on how to fix that.
I assume you've had to hire a developer,
Yes.
coder, or something like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
He has a team.
What's the process of that like? Making sure you've got somebody that you can trust, that they're not going to steal
Boy,
your
he's made it-
shit.
He's made it
So-
easy for us.
When we first started, I loved the idea and I wanted to shout it from every rooftop that I could possibly find. And our integrator here was very NDA, NDA, NDA. Everybody has to sign an NDA. And I would get in trouble because she would catch me telling people about the concept. Because
She was honest. She would just tell me, I told somebody. I was like, oh,
and
God.
she'd be like, no, I have to email them an NDA. So we met with a few people, and the developer that we ended up with is somebody who I met just through networking in the personal injury industry. And we met him for coffee. He signed the NDA.
Mhm.
We showed him the concept. We had already wireframed the app ourselves, which is something that Jessica had learned how to do and kind of walked us through.
What is wireframe? I've never even heard of that.
You just design an app based on, what it looks like. Each time you go through an app and you scroll, everything is a page. And so we designed each page.
Okay.
It's like the
But we-
blueprint,
So
like
you
blueprinting.
get the blueprint
yeah.
going.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that way, when you send it to the developer, the team knows how to create the app.
Okay.
They have
so you give
a
them
visual.
that way talking is different than actually seeing the kind of the concept that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's a local developer. Wow. Because a lot of people hire
Yeah.
overseas.
Well, he has a team overseas that he manages, but we just work directly with him, and then he communicates and keeps
Yeah.
everybody on course on that avenue. So we
He
have
doesn't do the
limited
actual
interaction
coding.
with the team, but he's
Okay.
kind of the project manager.
So it's mainly you three?
Yeah.
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 Cool. Walk us through your app. From the first time somebody picks up their phone and downloads the app, how does this thing work?
So, On Scene app, it is a way to essentially just play the cards of life in your favor. The way it works, you create an account, you put information in your bio as far as your interest, and just the average information that you put in any app, and then what you're looking for. And then you go into a screen. The homepage is essentially like a Facebook feed, and it scrolls through different venues, and you can filter from bars, restaurants, fitness centers, things to do, museums, any type of
Whatever's on Google.
yeah, anything,
Maps.
any type of venue that you'd want to go to, and an age group and a gender that you're seeking. And then it just shows you how many singles are checked into each of those venues. So if we're out on a girls' night and we end up at a local bar, we just check in at the bar. You and your guys are out on a guys' night, you scroll through the feed, you see there's this many single women here, there's this many single women here, and so forth. And then you go to the venue where you're more likely to meet somebody in person.
Ooh.
I think the anyone who's done dating apps, and I think you had a little time on the dating app. Very little.
I am one of the true success stories.
Yeah.
Because I
yeah.
met my wife on an app that was around a while ago. It still is, I think.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting married.
So that is.
But it's rare.
It's encouraging.
Success story.
Yeah.
Back 10 years ago, the dating apps they'd been around, but it was still kind of taboo, especially for people my age, because you're used to old school. But old school only works when like kind of you're younger, you're in school and meeting people, or you have a job and you're out bar hopping and stuff like that. Not necessarily when you get a little bit older and your friends aren't going anywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was very open-minded to it, and I learned a lot of to-dos and not to-dos. I found women didn't like if I had a kid. So they didn't, some women were like, oh, I found out you had a kid. Sorry. So I'd put that on my profile because I want to streamline things, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm a success story, but I know a lot of people who are very frustrated with dating apps, and I have some questions to follow that up with because I want to know how you guys are different. But so your concept is like a traditional dating app, only now we're going to get out there and
Yeah.
and find these people.
I think that somebody's not real until you meet them, and when you're looking on dating apps and you're swiping. You have option overload. It's just endless options of swiping of people you can connect with, but they're not human to you. It's just a screen, and it's a conversation that you're having. And whether or not it's even you having the conversation right now, or whoever's on the other side of the screen is who they claim to be, and you're investing energy and you're investing time and hope. And oftentimes you don't ever meet this person, or when you do meet this person, that chemistry may not transcend to real life, and you just spent weeks, months, however long you've invested to hopefully connect with this person. So we just wanted to cut through that. We wanted to use tech because that's what people are using now. But how do we work that in our favor to create real connection and to get people in front of each other again? Because I think, actual communication and conversation is essentially a lost art these days, face to face.
Unfortunately,
So
and whatever your intentions are, you can still just get out there and meet people in person and cut through all the texting and days and hours of texting and
So are there profiles you set up and then pictures?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you set up your own profile, and when you're scrolling the feed to see where people are, you'll see
How
a
does that
thumbnail.
work? Swipe like a left or right type thing?
It's just scrolling up like a feed. So it would
Okay.
just be as if you were scrolling on Facebook or
Okay.
Instagram, and it would be all the venues within the radius that you set and what you filtered to what you're looking for, restaurants, bars, fitness centers, or so forth. And you'll see a thumbnail. You'll see how many women or men or what you're seeking are checked in. You'll see their thumbnail from their profile. Any user can stay anonymous if they don't want their picture to be seen from a distance, so that's always an option. You cannot see their full profile, though, until you get to the same venue and check in where they are. And that's just a safety feature. Once you're there, you're going to see them anyway, but to keep you from being able to see too much information about any individual from a distance.
Okay.
So you go there, and then once you're there, the ball's in your court. You can send them a message. You can approach them in real life. You can say hi. You can flirt. You can, use some body language to say hello. It's, speaking.
You can text the room too. Or dare the room. To do something.
Yeah. Once I'm checked into a place, I can say, dare and buy me a drink, and everyone who's in that bar will be able to look at that venue and say, Alexa just dared the room to buy her a drink.
Or feelings, I'm feeling approachable. So then a guy knows, oh, she's actually approachable.
Wow.
I'm celebrating a birthday, whatever it is, but it becomes this fun chat room for everybody in the same venue to essentially just break the ice and get to know each other.
And you've got different ways of doing it too, because I have friends that I grew up with who had zero fear and would walk up to women and they're like 9 out of 10 are going to tell me no, but there's going to be one.
Yeah.
And then I have other friends, and I was somewhat shy too, maybe a little bit more hesitant. I was always kind of introduced to girls that I dated most of the time. But that gives them different options on how to approach. Now, I thought I saw something about women on there. Is it, I know like Bumble had the women get to choose or something. Is yours similar?
No.
I thought it said something about women on the website or I'll have to go back and read it.
Not familiar. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, because that's something that a direction that we're going with it. And, you know, Bumble, when they came out, that was their concept. That was their pitch. Women make the first move. And I think that message has prevented a lot of men from approaching women when they do see them out. It's just this, you know, I don't want to say brainwashing, but it's a message that has gone over society where women feel safer if they make the first move. And the women that I know, myself included, I still like to be approached. You know, I still want a man to come up and say hello to me. And I don't want them to be afraid or emasculated before he even has that opportunity. Yeah. So the way we see it is you go to a bar and you check in, we're dropping the hanky, you know, we're giving the permission to approach. And now we kind of want to revolutionize that concept and bring it back to now the man can approach and feel secure in doing it.
I really like that idea.
And it's in our nature to be approached.
Yes. But you're right, though. If you've got a app that's been around for over a decade now that the women are in control, then I guess after a while you kind of maybe get frustrated, you get intimidated. But if you throw signs out, so to speak, different signs, and it kind of makes that person, okay, I think I can come up there and at least talk to her, you know.
Right.
Have some kind of knowledge that maybe I won't get rejected.
Exactly. Exactly.
Increase their chances, basically.
Yeah. And just being in the same room. And, you know, energy speaks. And you know when you meet somebody, when you're standing next to somebody, when you're having conversations with somebody, if you click. And you don't know that via messaging on a phone. So, you know, let's just get to that point. And then right there, I know I like you. I know I want to, you know, reserve a Friday or Saturday night for you. I know I want to invest more time in you, or I don't, which is fine too. But at least we know, and we can at least, you know, like you said, be more intentional.
Cut through some of the bullshit.
So there's all kinds of different venues that people can meet. I don't even know technologically, how does that all work? How you get all these places?
We're using Google database right now. So that's our platform. And so anything that's on Google will show up on the app, and people can check in anywhere that...
You could check into Subway.
Yeah.
Subway date?
Just check in anywhere.
If you're looking for a foot long.
I was thinking that. I wasn't going to say it,
set that up on purpose.
Yeah, she's good at that.
You talked about some of the safety features already. What are some other things to keep men, women safe, prevent fraud and spam? I remember when I was on Tinder back in the day, that was just absolute trash.
Yeah.
Everything was someone trying to scam me. What countermeasures have you guys taken?
I think the app does that just instinctively. The whole point is to be out and meet somebody in person. So if you have a profile photo that doesn't look like you, it's going to not get you very far. You're not likely to meet somebody at the bar. You know, if they
I would not look at a woman if she had less than 3 photos. For some reason, after doing that for a year, they needed to have like 5+ for me.
Wow.
Because I was finding they were picking like the 2 top photos of them from like 10 years earlier.
Exactly.
And that's why you'll see them in person.
Yeah. And you can literally walk into a restaurant, you look at the bar, you see the profile, the thumbnail that you had seen, you see the person at the bar.
And you walk away.
If they don't... She doesn't know you're there to see her. Yeah. So you literally know right then and there, and then you just walk away. And she's not rejected. You're not wasting time.
Or you see or you see somebody else while you're there. You're like, well, I'm already dressed up and out. You know, like I know there's at least 5 other single women here.
She's ugly, but I'm going for her.
Right? Yeah. She had the worst picture, but she looks better in person, you know, and you just know right off the bat.
All those things that you thought of that, it's funny. It brings me back to the day when I was doing that stuff. And those are definitely small little issues that you've thought of. Now, is anyone else doing something like this?
No, we did a lot of research and due diligence in the dating app industry before we started it because, again, we didn't want to invest our own resources if it was something that was already being done.
Yeah.
And there wasn't. And that was what was so mind-boggling because to me it's
such a simple,
obvious idea.
Yeah, obvious.
So now it's, we're doing it. We want to put it out there right. We're beta testing right now, so we're still working through some glitches. We want to make sure that the experience is a positive one for any user that gets on it. But we're up to the cusp on ready to really launch it in a big way and learn as we go, but to really get the concept out there and get people using it and trialing it and see how far we can go with it.
There'll be a much bigger marketing social media push this month.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Are you focusing on kind of our area first, or is it something that you can just do the entire country or whatever?
Well, on social media, we'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
But from the
by
ground,
default,
like the beta tasting stuff.
Yeah.
Testing. Are you?
You can taste.
Like friends. You have like people that you know that are.
Yeah, we did a soft launch party a couple months ago with a group of 30 friends, mostly married, which was ironic. But we just, told them all about the idea. People didn't know we were doing it until then, except for the ones that I had privately told. And we asked them all to download it and to start using it. And it's easier for couples initially just because that way there's at least 2 people checked in and they can send messages and they can really play with the app as opposed to I go to a bar myself and I'm sliding into my own DMs on the app right now. And that's less exciting.
She has 2 profiles, so she literally does. She literally
2
does
phones,
that.
and I just sit there and I flirt with myself for about an hour.
What's up with this girl? She's asking herself out.
She stared the room to buy herself a drink.
It was a great match, right? So yeah, we have that, but I think by default the launch will essentially be South Florida. We are going to be doing launch parties and events all through the area, just asking people to download and
we're loudmouths, so everybody we tell.
Some
all local.
than others.
Yeah. It's a great concept. Customer service. Do you have someone that handles that?
Currently us.
Issues? Okay.
Currently it will be us. We have a phone service where messages can be sent to, and if there's any issues on the app, you can report and it will go to our email, but we're the ones who are overseeing that for the time being.
Probably implement a little AI to help us with that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why do you decide to, I know the differentiator in the other apps, but you're still in an industry with monsters, right?
Yeah.
What makes you decide to get into do something like that, knowing there's huge competitors and you're going to have to spend a lot of time and money and this could fail possibly? Like the mindset of you taking this on.
For me, I wanted to use it. I wanted access to it. It was something that, again, for years I was going out and wishing that it existed. And so, like if somebody else isn't doing it, as Jessica said, just why don't we? It is a monster industry, but I just see that as opportunity. The people who are doing it, who aren't doing what we're doing, but they have their own concepts. There's ways to collaborate. There's ways to, just because it's $1 billion industry, I see potential in that.
Plenty of
people are using it. And I think people have a lot of the same frustrations.
And
we have single friends that ask us, when is it going to be ready so I can find a man this way?
The fact that you've been thinking that in your head for years from going through it and no one having it just shows that this is 100%. No matter what happens, we're doing this and we're going to make it happen. And we're passionate about it. So you got to have that passion if you're going to be doing something like this, if you want it to work out.
I think so.
How does this work money-wise? People paying?
So there's a basic membership, which is going to be free indefinitely, and there's premium. So obviously you get a few premium features, like daring the room to buy you a drink is a premium feature. Having up to 6 photos is a premium feature. If you're basic, free, but you only get 1 photo. So you would already be uninterested in the basic user. He doesn't want anyone basic. And then aside from that, everyone who signs on will get 60 days premium membership, and then it goes into a $9.99 a month subscription.
That's smart.
We're going to keep it really low just because we want users. The app works if people are using it. So we don't want that to be a reason that people aren't on it.
We want them to just
and dating
forget they're
is
paying
emotional, so you get them a good experience, then it's all gonna play out.
And we even see, like beyond the world of dating, if you're traveling, if you and your wife are traveling and you're overseas and you don't know where to go, but you want to go somewhere where local people are, where the energy is at a bar, and you're looking on Google, but you don't know, go on Scene. You'll see real time how many people and what age group and demographics are at any given bar in that area. And so you just know where to go to have a good time with high energy, regardless if you're looking to meet someone or date. It's just kind of a good map to know how to navigate a social life, a social scene.
That's what I was going to ask. Is there like a maybe business networking aspect to it as well?
Eventually, yeah. When we first started it, it was Singles on Scene was the name, and we wanted to play on the SOS acronym. You know, like throw out SOS, come rescue me. You know, come and get me, please. And then over time, it just evolved, and we realized that singles does limit us to the dating world, and we want to be able to expand it to networking and beyond. So we dropped the singles, and now we're just on Scene and can incorporate different facets as we continue to grow.
What is your pitch to somebody who says, you know, I'm on three apps already. I'm good.
I'd be like, well,
you're not good.
You're not good because you're still on 3 apps.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Clearly, you should try a new app.
One thing we haven't mentioned yet, we do have a swipe feature included on our app. So it's not just all out and about meeting people. You can still swipe. And the reason we did that was, people aren't out 7 days a week, but also a lot of people do swipe, and that is their comfort zone. And we want to be able to have
Still
something for
capture them.
everybody.
So,
But also, if they do go out, they know where to go. They can limit their location.
So they have the option of, you know, maybe I don't have time for the next week or something, but I can still meet people and at least start the conversation.
Yes, I can still delete those other 3 apps because I can do it all in this one app. I can swipe, I can go out, I have it all included right here. So
looking back, I know it's still fairly new. Anything you would do differently so far?
Work faster.
Any big lessons? Less chit-chatting?
The first 2 months was just us talking about which celebrities were going to play us in a documentary.
We're going to have a great documentary one day.
Which is supposed to be us playing. I don't know. It just, we've spent a lot of time talking about things that haven't necessarily been productive.
But it's been fun.
It has been fun. It's been a good journey. So I don't know if I would even change that. If you ask our developer, he would definitely change that because
maybe
he's
carve out more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
It sounds like it's going as it should, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but you want to take time with this stuff. I mean, you want to get it out there, but not rush too fast.
And it's really evolved, so.
Yeah.
Well, now
maybe if we went too fast, it wouldn't have evolved as it has.
True. Very true.
You mentioned a celebrity. What celebrity would you have if you had the option to have someone right on your as your celebrity endorsement? Is there someone?
Mention a celebrity.
Particular? Oh, you have mentioned one?
No.
Because you said you talk about celebrities.
We talk about,
if you
to play us in the documentary.
No. For
the autobiography of our...
as the head of On Scene.
Who would we want to be the face of On Scene?
Who
Somebody
would be the face? Is there someone?
Oh. Well, we haven't really talked too much about that.
I don't know. It just came to my mind when you said you talk about celebrities, so I didn't know if there's a certain person.
Anyone who's available. We're pretty open right now.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of celebrities who are eternally single. So
J-Lo.
Oh, she is single now.
She's up for her new diamond, her next diamond.
For now.
So if she's watching, if J-Lo's on the podcast, watching the podcast, we're open.
Her.
We're open. Have
there
your people
you
call our people.
Yeah. Maybe you can finally lock her into having a husband for...
If J-Lo met her next husband on Scene, game over.
Oh.
Game over.
That's true.
Yeah, we should go in that direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jenny from the block.
She's not far from here.
Yeah.
You're going to go nationally? Are we going like even bigger?
Global. We're going to go international.
To go global.
Yeah.
Everybody travels.
People date everywhere. People want to find love everywhere.
Is there pockets that you plan on hitting around the country first? I don't know how it works. Okay.
Big cities for sure.
Yes.
Because there's more places to go to.
Yeah, of course.
You know, there's more options and you're like, where do I go? Mm-hmm. The smaller cities or smaller towns, they're like 2 bars. It's like, well, nobody's here. I'll go to the other bar. But yeah.
And your marketing, you're going to do...
Luckily, we have a professional marketer.
Yes.
That's me.
Oh yeah.
Is that me?
Duh.
Killing it.
I hope so.
Killing it. Yeah. So
Well,
word of mouth.
you're
We're
going to
going
be
to have
hitting the
launch
streets.
parties. We're going to be hitting the streets. And then we do, as Jessica said earlier, coming up this month, we're going to really start putting attention towards social media. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Our developer specializes in some marketing as well.
Yeah.
So he's put together some social media.
Nice little plan to get it out there.
YouTube.
So you think like
commercial now.
November you'll be fully launched-ish?
Yeah.
Ooh, perfect timing.
Season. Holidays.
Yeah. And New Year's resolutions.
And it was actually the holidays.
I was going to say cuffing season.
What, that too.
Yeah.
It was actually the holidays when we...
Cuffing season.
Oh, you never heard of that?
What is that?
You get cuffed up with somebody for the
Through
holidays to go to all the holiday parties with.
I love it. I love it.
It's perfect.
But yeah, it was actually during the holidays that we decided to do this. Because it was a holiday party that you guys were coming from.
When we were all dressed up, we left the party. Nowhere to go.
Yeah. And you're all dressed up for a holiday party and you're talking shop till what, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And we're like, since we're all dressed up, let's go somewhere fun. And then it was, oh wait, this place isn't fun. Where are we going to go now?
Right.
So that's great. You go to one place, it sucks, and then you look on the app and you're like, oh, there's a ton of people over here. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's over.
Let's just put ourselves in it. Let's, go and see what opens up for us,
And at some point, I feel like it'll be lucrative for the restaurants and bars to get involved with our app as well.
Oh, no doubt. I see all kinds of different revenue and advertising streams.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Check in on scene, get, 2 for 1 or a free appetizer. But that way, you're in front of people who are out and about on a regular basis. They have the income.
And you don't have to have a designated ladies' night.
Right.
You can just have on scene as...
On scene night.
Yeah. Just get on scene.
Or the ladies are checking in. So I know the guys are going to show up. Guys show up where the girls are. Let's be honest.
Which is why Ladies' Night has been around forever.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I haven't heard of one in a while because I don't go out anymore, but there's no way Ladies' Night does not exist.
They definitely exist.
It does. It does. So, we'll be doing some launch parties at some Ladies' Nights, just handing out some, swag and getting the branding out there. We do on social media, hopefully in the next, 3 months, we'll have some influencers that will be able to name drop our brand and throw it out there, which is where we start to get more of the national pull. Locally we'll be feet on the ground, but when we get bigger, it's, the audience is targeting the right influencers who are in that world and in front of those potential users.
I love it. I love the whole concept of it.
Thanks.
I mean,
you have single friends?
If he did, he would have introduced me to him a long time ago. So I'm gonna say,
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
Well, ask your wife if she knows any females that are single too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is great because I can now send people your way and they can be one of the first to try it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is certainly something that I would have been interested in because, like I said, kind of opens the door for the male. For the most part, women too, but you kind of at least give a little bit of a signal that, hey, let's talk at least.
Yeah.
And I think that's...
And I've met some friends, even if it didn't work out, I still have a couple girls that I had dated before my wife that I met on a couple of the apps, and we're still friends on Facebook.
That's
amazing.
It
just cool.
Didn't, for whatever reason, didn't work out. So one even sent me a case years later. So, I mean...
Incredible.
I was going to ask a case of what? Like beer? I forgot you're on... I forgot.
I'm a lawyer.
That's right. That kind of case. That's a nice lady.
It is. It is. Yeah. And it's true. I think for me, it's just... I just miss being able to talk to people. As convenient as the phones are and as great as it is to have it right there and everything accessible, everybody accessible at any given time, I'm a person who is just a sucker for actual chemistry and connection. Right. And if I can talk to you, if I can look you in the eye, if we can banter, and if it can be a real moment, regardless if it turns into anything, it's a real moment. Yeah. It's a real conversation. And I think...
It's fun.
Now more than ever, people just need to have real conversations with real people because there can be so much.
That's what you and I think.
Lost in translation.
But I think the younger generation still.
They want to text.
Yeah. Which is why you give both options, right?
Absolutely.
Stay home, swipe, go that route, do a lot of talking, texting, which makes them feel good, I guess. But then there's older school people like us, where we want to see, we want to talk. I mean, just networking alone, that's why you're good at what you do. Like, it's got to be face to face. This Zoom shit doesn't work. This constant texting, even phone calls don't work. It's got to be face to face.
Just feels long distance at that point.
Yeah, that's how you establish.
It's like you're only a mile away.
Right, let's go meet. Let's be in the same place.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I love that. A little bit off topic. What's the hot spot locally here? A favorite place that people are going to, whether it's a bar or a restaurant?
Locally in West Palm?
Yeah, Palm Beach County.
I mean, Meat Market. That's pretty hot.
Beach?
They had
There's a lot of
have
meat
a ladies'
at the
night.
market. They do have a ladies' night.
In Palm Beach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one in Boca as well that just recently opened.
That's a hot spot?
It's a hot spot for sure.
Yeah. And then you got your regular like El Camino. And that's pretty hot in Del Rey.
When we were creating this app, we both had the same vision, and we didn't even talk about it, but we were both envisioning. You've seen the movie Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell. Steve Carell gets divorced. Okay, it's such a great movie. But Steve Carell gets separated from his wife, and he's single for the first time in a long time, and he meets this stud, Ryan Gosling, who takes him to this lounge, this bar, and they're there every weekend. And of course, Ryan is having all the luck, meeting all the ladies, and Steve's working on his way to get there. But that bar is, without even us talking about it, that was kind of what we envisioned being the scene, where you go, there's a bartender, there's lounge, there's music, people are dressed nice,
good
it's
vibe.
Sexy, good vibe, approachable. And so, I mean, if the scene doesn't exist now, then we just create that next.
We'll probably open up a bar and call it On Scene. And it'll be a cool
when you want to be on
bar.
Scene,
And then we'll get Ryan Gosling to come.
That's the celebrity. Although he's married, he's happily married. So
that's true.
But wouldn't mind having him at the launch party.
He could still be the face, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, who looks at his face?
But it's a great movie. You should watch it.
Yeah, Crazy Stupid Love. Great date night movie for you and your wife to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's watched it
Emma
1,000
Stone,
times. But
love Emma
you
Stone.
might have too, and you just forgot.
Yeah. I've always had this weird thing where I can never remember movies. And people always ask me, remember this? You ever see that?
10 minutes in, you'll know.
I may have seen it, but
didn't
I know.
Stick.
Yeah, that sounds like something my wife would really get into. So she actually watches the two people are in a pod.
Love is Blind.
They've never seen each other.
Love is Blind.
Every night I go to bed, that's on TV. I'll get in
no,
bed.
Love is not blind.
Oh man, that's her jam.
It never works. It's entertaining. I've watched multiple seasons of Love is Blind. Very entertaining.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
She loves that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
and the concept is good, but it almost transcends to what we're doing, where you aren't face to face, and they think they get along, but how many couples, once they actually meet, don't get along anymore?
Yeah, I've seen the horror stories of the Love is Blind.
Last
they
night,
do their little overnights, and they're like,
don't touch me. Yeah.
Yes. So last night, so what happens is every night she goes to bed real early because she gets up. So I sneak in bed, and then I always wake her up. And then she's like, just leave the TV on for 10 more minutes, please, so I can go back to bed. So I have to watch this stuff that's so annoying. But the one dude, they both got married or something like that, and she's not attracted to him now. And she can't say it. And she's crying and making all, and I'm a dude, I know exactly what she's saying, but she can't say it to this guy. So that's the problem with that show and with the other concepts where here you go in and see someone face to face right away and you don't get married and go through, I don't know how long those guys and girls sit in those pods or whatever it is, but
love is the thing, it really isn't. And I like the idea of it is very romantic and fairy tale, but let's be real. Attraction exists for a reason, and you have to be attracted to somebody.
You got to see the hygiene.
You got to see the hygiene.
You do.
You got to smell the breath.
I don't know.
You got to know.
Hygiene.
I think some of the hottest girls are some of the sloppiest.
Hey.
But could you marry the slop?
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, all right. Well, okay.
I have to draw the line.
You want to look under the nails. You want to catch a whiff of the breath. You want to make sure that
toenails.
There's not,
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, I think.
Well, you're not going to find that. Yeah, you won't find that the first night at the bar, at least. Everyone's
you'll
on their
learn a
best
lot.
behavior, but yeah.
You'll learn a lot with your nose.
You're so funny.
She'll sniff it out.
Breath.
The funny thing, before I met my wife on the dating app, I knew who she was because I had met her years before. And I was very attracted to her when I met her. We had mutual friends, and we were at a baby shower. Mm-hmm. And then I met her again at their friend's wedding, but I think she was with a guy. And it wasn't until on the dating app, she had no clue who I am. But I remembered her, and I said, "You remember Sean and Emily? We're both friends. I met you." No, I don't remember. Anyway, they helped solidify the deal because I reached out, and I'm like, "Who's this girl? Tell me about her." And then she did the same thing with the wife.
That's flattering.
Yeah. So that helped. Are there any success stories so far, or are you still in beta testing?
Well,
any
it's
long
too soon
term?
right now.
Okay.
Still in beta
I didn't know if any of the people who've tested it out have. Well, we'll have to have a
they've
follow-up.
mostly been married. So one of two things is going to happen. They're going to stay married, or they're going to check in on scene, and we're going to have a lot more single friends to hang out with.
Which would be a success story for you, but not for their marriage.
We do have some developers on there.
Yeah, we do.
Testing it. So.
Yeah.
Maybe they're meeting
matching
somebody.
People are matching. Oh, you can also blow a kiss. That's another way to approach somebody at a bar. So if you see somebody at a bar and you want to slide into their DM, you can blow a kiss, and that's just kind of like an ode to Roger Rabbit, where what's her name? Jessica Rabbit. Jessica. I should know the name Jessica, right? Where she blows the kiss.
What was the name of that? I remember that movie from back in the 90s.
That's
when I worked at the
why
movie
we do
theater.
the blowing of the kiss.
Yeah,
the Jessica Rabbit. And it lands on the cheek, and you just get kissed. Yeah.
What was it called though? The movie, I forget.
I thought it was called Roger Rabbit.
Was it?
Yeah, something Roger Rabbit.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Not that stupid.
Yes.
I'm surprised you came up with that.
I'm surprised you remember the movie at all.
Well, I worked at a movie theater on Palm Beach Lakes where Best Buy is. It was called the Village Green.
Wow.
And sometimes we may or may not have spiked the Kool-Aid and Mad Dog. And sometimes we'd sit and watch the whole movie instead of
Explains
cleaning.
why you don't remember the movies.
So
Except for the Roger Rabbit.
But I remember that.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Probably Jessica.
It was probably Jessica. Sounds like something Jessica would do.
How can people find you guys if they want to reach out to you, if they have either questions about starting a business, being entrepreneurial, or they have questions about the app before they want to get involved in it?
Well,
good question.
Social media, Alexa Panusius, Jessica Hunter.
Spell your last name.
P as in Paul, O-N as in Nancy, U-S as in Sam, H-I-S as in Sam.
Jessica Hunter.
Instagram,
Sounds like
Facebook,
Instagram,
everywhere.
Alexa Panusius, Facebook, Alexa Panusius. I think I'm the only Alexa Panusius out there.
I'm Jess_B_Hunt, I think. Or Hunter, I'm sorry. I can't remember if
You can also go to on Instagram and Facebook On Scene app. And if you send a direct message to On Scene app,
we'll get that.
We manage those pages, so we'll be able to see the messages on the Facebook.
And we have a website.
And we do. We have landing pages On Scene Dating. Yeah. So if you want to go there, you can send an email from
Apple
there.
And
that
Android.
gives you a link to both Apple and Google to
Mm-hmm.
download the app from On Scene Dating.
Okay.
Yeah. And available on Google Play and Apple iOS. So you can download it today and start checking in. Check in to get checked out.
Single people, holidays are coming. You need a date.
Cuffing season.
Your New Year's resolution to finally settle down.
Yep.
All that is right around the corner. You need to bring someone to Thanksgiving dinner, show off to your family.
New Year's Eve kiss.
New Year's Eve, you know where to go. We're likely to get that midnight fairy tale kiss, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear about the very first success story that you guys have.
That'll be fun.
It will be. Yeah. Hopefully it's one of us.
Are you both
that's
single?
why we That's why we created the app.
Gentlemen.
On
Gentlemen.
On scene.
CEOs here. They will not last long.
That's hopefully not if the app works.
Yeah.
That's true. The proof is in the pudding.
That's a good double make a little money.
Find love of your life.
Love of your life. Yeah.
Yeah. Win-win.
It's possible. Somebody who probably similar to what I asked before, but someone who's been off this stuff and they've deleted all their apps and they want to try to go old school. What's your pitch for them to
The pitch is just, this gives you an opportunity to live your life the way you would want to live your life, and just do it with a little bit of guidance from where to go. I think some people who have done the apps and are intentional with wanting to meet somebody, they don't necessarily want to go to a meetup group. They don't necessarily want to go to a specialty speed dating night. But they do want to go out with their friends, and they just want to have fun. And this is just going to help direct you on where to go.
Increase your chances.
Yeah. So it's not, you're not doing anything out of the normal life that you would be doing anyway. It's a Friday night, Saturday night. You're going to go out with the guys. We're going to go out with the girls.
You guys are doing all the legwork.
Yeah.
We're supplying you the bodies.
Yes.
We're
This
just
is where they
using
are.
technology to allow people to understand who's around them and if they're available.
And do it in kind of a cute, flirty little way as well.
And incognito if you want.
Yeah. You can be anonymous, or if you want to throw it out there and create your own scene of Bachelorette and sit at the bar and I'm here, buy me a drink, whatever you want. It's really up to you how you utilize it. We're just giving you the tools to.
A guy could be going to the gym every day, 5 days a week, and have his eye on a particular girl that's there. And now they both checked in. Now all of a sudden, maybe he's like, wow, she is single. She is available.
Yeah, you're painting.
Maybe I should.
You guys paint these.
Approach her.
Yeah.
Those are the stories that you have to paint, because as you're saying this stuff, I would never think about that, especially, been married for a while now, so I wouldn't think of that. But you're right. Like when I went to the gym when I was single, I'd go to LA Fitness every night. Place was packed. See a cute girl, but like she's busy with her friends or whatever it is.
Earbuds in.
You see, But if there's that slight chance that you could walk up to her because she's on the app and she's open, and she doesn't have a boyfriend, that's another thing. You're gonna know they're single.
Yeah.
Gosh, lots of different ways you can make it happen. That's cool. I like it.
Endless opportunities to connect. It's all about connection. It's a dating app, but I really like to say it's just a connecting app. It's just a way to.
And we do have with the
together.
profiles a compatibility feature, so you can actually see how compatible you are with that person based on the questions we're asking each user. So, there's a color ring around the profile.
Yeah. Okay.
And so if they're more green, they're looking for the same things you're looking for, and vice versa.
Yeah, and we get really specific as far as, like religion, ethnicity, politics, things that some people are very determined to be like-minded in. And so if you're swiping through and you see a green circle, that means that you are very compatible. If it's red, you're not so compatible.
It's just a warm body.
Yeah,
at least it's a warm body.
That's genius too, because politics and religion don't go well most places. A lot of people in Facebook should shut up and just be quiet about
in general.
both of those.
Yeah.
But they don't. But you're going to have people with strong opinions, so you can kind of filter out that too, where you see two people super attracted to each other, and then one's like complete opposite politics, and like, man,
yeah.
But if you have a double whammy, they look good, and you're both green.
Yeah.
It's a go.
Okay, that's cool. So that's another feature.
So just another way that we're doing the legwork for you. Like this is who you're going to be compatible with. If somebody's looking for a long-term relationship, if someone's just looking for something casual, like you walk into a bar, I'm looking for a night of fun. They're looking for a night of fun. Hey,
that place is a hookup place. I see all these girls are there. You know, just trying to hook up, and so you're like, oh, well, I'll avoid that place, or I won't.
Right.
Depending on what they want.
It just depends what kind of.
And that's another point too. If you're going on a romantic date with your wife and you might want to avoid the crowded places and avoid all the singles, it will also show you where people aren't. So if it's something that you want more secluded, more romantic, more quiet, you have that. You can utilize it in that aspect as well. It doesn't always have to be to find the party. It can be to avoid the crowded times at the gym or the crazy venues when you're out and about.
You guys have thought.
You actually have. You've answered every one of my questions.
You're welcome.
And my concerns that I had from when I was doing it back in the day. And you've just taken it to the next level, and with technology and personal experiences. I don't know anything else that I would do.
That's what we want to hear.
Just download the app.
We want the people that don't want to use dating apps to use our app. It is the app for people who are sick of dating apps.
Right.
And I mean, we see that online all the time. Women posting, where can I go to just meet a man in real life in person?
Yes.
And everybody just starts rambling all the places, like gym, grocery store.
Yeah.
You know?
Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's like, how?
And we're
how?
like,
right.
Yeah. Like, oh, when do I go?
Can I buy you
our
some
app
eggs?
will help.
Right.
Can I buy you a dozen eggs?
You could check
How does
in
that
at
work?
you could check in at the grocery store.
Absolutely.
No, but I mean, like, if you
But,
didn't
like,
have the app, like,
Yeah.
there's very limited places. I don't know.
And a way to approach coffee shops. You know,
Right.
I work in marketing, so a lot of times I go to a coffee shop and I'll just set up my laptop and I'll do some work. Why not look to see who else is working in coffee shops in the area and go there, or let people know that I'm here and just make that an opportunity to meet somebody. And everywhere you go,
In
could
worst
be an
case,
opportunity to meet somebody
like I said,
new.
you never talk to each other again.
Yeah.
But who knows? You might end up having another friend that down the road something comes out of that.
You might get a case from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never
Case
know.
of beer, whatever.
Case of beer.
Case of wine. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. This was fun. You guys really, I could tell you guys are really good friends. I could tell you're great business partners. That's kind of what you need. Kind of a yin and yang too, as far as the ideas and the implementer. I like all that. And I think you guys got a really genius concept. I am definitely going to be every friend I talk to now trying to figure out who I know that's single or not, and sending them your way to download the app. And I'd love to have you guys on maybe a year from now just to kind of see where things are at.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we've got a success story where someone gets
We'll bring
married
J-Lo.
on the app. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll have
Ryan
J-Lo with us.
Gosling.
J-Lo and Ryan. Don't bring them together because she'll probably try to marry him.
Probably. And then Eva will be upset. So, yeah. No, absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you so
absolutely.
much.
Yes.
This has been fun. We were a little nervous. We've not done this yet, so it's the first time.
Everybody
we've
that
actually
comes in
done
here
this.
is nervous, and I'm always nervous when I start off.
Oh, you would never know.
Every
it.
single
You're
time.
very calm,
Never
and
know.
cool,
Every single time.
collected.
I take it serious, and I love doing this. And like I said, I'm going to
Well,
do
and
this.
next time we're going to bring a bottle of tequila, I think.
Ooh, we could do that.
Or champagne.
Celebration.
I mean, we'll be
Both.
classy.
Part 2,
Both.
celebration.
Another disappearing bottle of tequila at a podcast.
We can, we can,
Yes.
we can bring all kinds of tequilas. And
We'll be
everything.
more prepared.
Yeah.
No worries. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.